Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Drug and Alcohol Attorneys video newsletter. In this video I want to talk to you about the ability to file a lawsuit for a wrongful Baker Act. So we've been getting a lot of calls recently from people who want to file lawsuits, and those cases typically fall into one of three categories. We have people who want financial compensation, we have people who want to expunge their record, in other words remove the Baker Act from the record, or the third category is people who want social justice. So I thought in this video I would cover all three of these very briefly. So the first category, which is people who want money, and typically they either want to sue the police, they want to sue the hospital where they were held, or they want to sue some type of professional who was the individual who initiated the Baker Act. And I can tell you from reviewing lots of these cases that absent some physical injury, in other words bruises and broken bones, there is no lawsuit for a wrongful Baker Act under this circumstance. Now, that doesn't mean to say that what was done to you was right, but what it does mean is that we're not able to get any money for it. So we need some type of physical injury so we can establish damages and put a monetary sum to that. The second category of people are people who want to expunge their record. In other words, remove the Baker Act from their record. And these are people who are either trying to get a job or who are trying to get a firearms license. And as a general rule, there is no process for expunging a Baker Act. And what I mean by that is that the Baker Act in and of itself, a bit like the Marchman Act or a guardianship, is a confidential process. It's supposed to be part of your confidential medical file. Now, even though it's confidential, that confidentiality is not absolute. What that means is there are exceptions, a bit like under the Marchman Act. There are exceptions to the confidentiality. Now, I can't go to the clerk's website and look it up. I certainly can't call the facility and get information. But if you are applying for a job, okay, especially with local, state, or federal government, or you're applying for a firearms license, you know that record is going to be found. Now, while there is no process for removing it from your record, I can tell you that I have a lawyer on staff, my colleague Louis Hanna, who may be able to petition the courts or the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to remove that from your record. Now, there's obviously no guarantees, and it's a difficult hurdle to get across, but sometimes it can be done. The third category of individuals that call us are people who want social justice, and I'm not sure quite what that means, but I think that they want someone to address the wrong that's been done to them. And those individuals I typically direct either to call the licensing authority, and which is in the state of Florida, which is the Department of Children and Family, to file a complaint, or they can reach out to their local state representatives. So I can tell you there are a number of people, individuals in our state legislature who are working on making some changes to the Baker Act. And I would encourage people who feel like they've been socially wronged to reach out to their local member of the state legislature. So with that said, I know this was a short video. Again, I encourage all comments and questions and emails. I appreciate the ones I've been receiving lately. As a general rule, there's no lawsuit for a wrongful Baker Act. Take care. Be safe.